For the first time, I think I'm having my first hot flash.
I feel so honored. Yeah. This really is her first hot flash. Like, how epic is it to have it be with like Jennifer Aniston? I'm Dr. Karen Tang, a board certified OBGYN, and today I'm going to be reacting to another round of viral videos about perimenopause and menopause in pop culture. Let's check out the first one.
What is wrong with me? Brian and Gilmore Girls again, huh? Wait, who are you? Sorry, I'm Perry. Perimenopause.
I'm obsessed with the Holderness family. I love how every video that they've made about perimenopause is like gold.
Can you get out of my house?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna be here for a while.
How long?
15 years, give or take.
Can take up to 10 years, perimenopause.
You're making me really anxious.
You catch on quick.
What?
I'm the reason you're feeling everything right now.
What do you mean everything?
Probably easiest if I just give you this brochure.
Oh, thanks.
Hold on, first let me do this for you real quick.
Okay, well, Perry, you're making it too dark to read.
Right? When the light is low, vision's gone.
People don't realize your vision can change in perimenopause. Some of it's just with aging. You get a little bit of that, like, you have to hold things farther from you to read. Nighttime driving. A lot of people have difficulty with driving at night. They have to stop driving. It's kind of an interesting thing with your vision and your brain.
I need a glass of wine. Finally. Let's go.
Oh, that's a pretty big glass.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Now take a big sip. All night slumber party. Me and you, babes.
No, I need my sleep.
No way, not with that wine.
People don't realize that when you're in perimenopause, your tolerance to alcohol totally changes and it can completely wreck your sleep. A little bit of alcohol, suddenly you're up all night. People think of alcohol as something that puts you to sleep, but in perimenopause is the opposite. It wrecks your sleep totally.
I exercise, I eat right.
And nothing, right? And how's that acne?
And why am I breaking out again?
The hormones of a teenager without the metabolism. Chef's kiss.
We joke that perimenopause is almost like a second puberty, and people can feel like they're a teenager again, like they have the moodiness and they have the acne. So acne is from a couple things. One is hormone changes, but also from stress and poor sleep, like you just start breaking out again.
I'm going to bed.
My skin is so itchy.
I know, right? Let's get weird.
A weird symptom that I probably didn't like have on my radar until a couple years ago, maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, is itchy skin, itchy ears, and then dry skin and dry eyes. Not something I even kind of thought to ask patients about, but now that I do, a lot of people say that they have those. Perimenopause and menopause are really tough things to go through. So sometimes you have to just have a sense of humor about it and just, get through it in whatever way that you can, whether it's humor, whether it's like making a YouTube video, anthropomorphizing your perimenopause symptoms. You do what you gotta do. So I thought this one clip had so many great discussion points about all these aspects of women's health, midlife, just life in general, navigating all the stresses that we're facing as women.
And I was told also it's going to be over by 40. So work, work, work. I was 36. I was told I was close to menopause. And so I went into this frantic panic and felt like if I ever dared to mention that word, I would be branded as, redundant, finished, off to pasture. Go to the sidelines. You're not sexy. There's no way you can act anymore.
So I really appreciate Naomi Watts because she and Halle Berry have been very outspoken about their experiences and this feeling that they had to suppress these experiences to not look like they were old, undesirable, etc. It's like the emperor's new clothes. It's like everyone's kind of quietly thinking or experiencing the same things, but they're all afraid to share it because they think they're the only one. But then you have somebody who's really public who says, I had trouble with fertility, I went through early menopause. And these are things that, we think of as like taboo topics. So I think it's so important that people who are very visible in the public eye have come out because it really did sort of lead the way a little bit for people to share their own stories and realize how common their experiences were.
But then I was like, this makes no sense. We're half the population, everybody's going to go into menopause at some point or another. Why shouldn't we be talking about it? And when you learn about the symptoms and how long they can go on for, why can't we find the support? Why can't, and it's not just the physiological support you need, it's the emotional support. You've got a lot of things that are making you vulnerable at that point.
Yeah, we haven't talked so much about the workplace, but this is a huge deal because people are going through perimenopause symptoms right when they're supposed to be at the peak of their careers in any any field or career. And this is where people drop out of the workforce. Like they can't focus, they can't sleep, they can't tolerate the temperature, et cetera, et cetera. And so is this a big issue in terms of women feeling like they are supposed to be at the top of their game, but it's just the time when everything is, I say that the wheels are falling off the train. Like she said, it's not just getting medications or just getting therapy, but it's also getting that support from your friends, from your boss, your colleagues, and being able to speak openly about these things and asking for what you need is the first step.
It's gonna happen to you too. It's coming for you.
And we don't have to play just the cranky old scary ladies anymore.
The older you get, the more you get.
Exactly.
You just do.
So that's what I was saying, is that like you reach the age where you're like, I've lived enough, I'm mature enough, I know what's important, and you say it a lot more. I love that. I think that when you reach a certain level of maturity, like you realize you can set boundaries. Era. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you want to learn more about menopause, perimenopause, and women's health, you sign up for our newsletter at the link below.